Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Green White Breakdown Thanksgiving edition. I'm your host, Ashley Iaconetti, and I'm here with JetsInsider.com analyst Evan Slavit. The Miami Dolphins looked like they were bowing out of the playoff race a couple weeks ago during the whole scandal. But since then, they've beaten the Chargers and came close to beating the Panthers, who have won 7 straight. Now, as the Dolphins are on the incline, it looks like the Jets are they have potential to be going into an decline period. So how do you think they're going to avoid that this week?
Well, a couple of things going in the Jets' favor is they're returning. But they've only won one game on the road all season, and it's not like they looked good on the road before the bye week. They got blown out, remember, against the Titans and against the Bengals. While these are bad losses, maybe returning home is a remedy. The other thing is Jeremy Curley practiced. It was on a limited basis last week. He didn't play the game on Sunday, but if he can practice again, if he can get healthy and he can return, that has to be a boost for this offense in this passing game. He is the leading receiver after all.
And now you're saying that you see some hope for the offense. Do you see any hope for the defense, who are also giving up those big passes this week that we were afraid of?
Yeah, I think what's good for the Jets is that their biggest strength kind of goes in line with the Dolphins' biggest weakness. The Jets' biggest strength is their defensive line. They've obviously gotten pressure. They have 3 phenomenal players on that line. That front 7 overall is great. And then the Dolphins, they're obviously missing that left side of their offensive line with the scandal that we referenced. And they've given up, a league-high sacks. Ryan Tannehill on pace to be sacked more than, I think, any quarterback in the history of the game, more than David Carr way back when. And the Jets are going to be able to get pressure. Yes, Mike Wallace is a deep threat, but, if they're not getting that running game, if Tannehill doesn't have time, I see them struggling. And then even returning back to the offense, the Dolphins aren't a very strong run defense. Jets have been able to run the ball well, even in these losses, and I think that that's going to be able to help them again in this game.
And so I'm sensing your fantasy pick may be coming off of what you just said.
Yes. It's always tempting to go with the defense when it's the Jets. That's the safe pick, but I'm going back to that running game. I think Chris Ivory is going to have another great game. Like I said, the Dolphins, not a strong run defense. Chris Ivory's been playing really well since he's been the starting back. Even last week had a pretty good performance. I think it's a safe bet to start him.
All right. I'm going to say your predictions haven't been spot on the past couple of weeks, but I'm going to let you redeem yourself right now. Who's winning? What's the score?
Well, unfortunately, I think we're both in agreement that the Jets seem to be headed towards that downward spiral, so I am going to pick the Dolphins in this game, and I don't even know if it'll necessarily be close. Hopefully, Gino turns things around, but right now it just seems like he hasn't had a good start in a while, thrown, 1 touchdown pass in the last 6 games. Yeah. That might continue this week. It's probably not going to be a great week for Jets fans. I think they're going to wind up losing 24-10.
So you're saying they're not going to have much to be thankful for in terms of football this year?
No, just enjoy the games on Thursday.
Okay. Well, before the game, make sure to listen to Champs Radio Long Island for the Jets Insider Radio Show. I'm Ashley Iaconetti.
And I'm Evan Slavit.
Thanks for watching.